it airs today. Mustafa Ali Hamdani announced independence on Radio Pakistan. What better day to start our very own podcast? Law Hive powered by Zabis University. Assalamu alaikum. My name is Afifa Khalid, a proud law student. We are really excited to have all of you in this new journey. Today's guest is truly special. Our very own head of department, Ms. Zaina Afandi Haki, with over 15 years of experience at law, academia, mentoring, having guided more than 1,000 students. She is known arbitrator on panel for the Pakistan Stock Exchange and an inspiring TEDx speaker. It gives me great pleasure to have her here today.
Thank you, Afifa.
Assalamu alaikum, ma'am. How are you?
Walaikum salam. I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. As today is Independence Day, our father of our nation, Barrister Muhammad Ali Jinnah, who urged us to uphold unity, faith, discipline. Ma'am, he famously urged the young Pakistani, render patriotic service to your country in whatever sphere of activity you may be placed. How can today's law student can uphold that call?
So, starting with the founding father of Pakistan, Baba-e-Qaum, Quaid-e-Azam, Barrister Muhammad Ali Jinnah. There's a famous quote by him, "Failure is unknown to me." Now, what that quotation basically means is, he does not acknowledge the meaning of failure in his vocabulary. This should be a very big notion for students to follow. I hope most of the students can be inspired as much as I was by our founding father of Pakistan. Because as a barrister, he led a movement that led to our freedom, our independence. He never held a weapon in his hand. He used the powers of words and a pen. That should be what our students should strive for. They can become policy makers, they can join the politics, they can shape the constitution, they can shape the laws of the future for tomorrow. There's a lot of ways our students can benefit from his life and his teachings.
That's really inspiring. Thank you. Now moving forward to you. What first attracted you to the LLB?
So I'll be honest. I took A-level law, and the reason for taking that A-level law was I was not good in math. That was one of the reasons for going towards law. Half the students that we have usually share the similar sentiment with me. But when I started taking the classes regularly, I was very fascinated by the concept of law. See, any civil society that has to operates within a system. That system is law. Law guides you how to start a business, what would happen if a business fails, how you establish your independence, how you establish your being in the legal term. Law is behind that. From your startup to your end, everything in between. Law is everywhere. Law is there in your health sector, in your constructions, climate change, global warming, sustainability goals. Everything is centered around law. Law regulates how a person or an entity needs to behave. It guides us and distinguishes between right and wrong. So for instance, even in space law, there's a treaty by the UN, Outer Space Treaty of 1967, that categorically states a moon and other celestial bodies cannot be claimed by ownership of sovereignty. So no entity or country can own the moon. This goes to show that prior to 1967, there were extraterrestrial deeds that were being used to sell anything in the outer space, as a result of which we needed the treaty. So law regulates the behavior, be it of an entity or a human. But law is behind everything and anything. It's a very vast field. So how our students plan to pursue this degree is totally up to them. But there are no bounds. There's no stopping them.
Yeah, law is really vast.
Yes, it is.
It is applicable to everywhere and anywhere. So yeah. Okay, as we offer University of London's program, so how does University of London reputation strengthen Zabis reputation in the local market?
So that's a very good question, Afifa. Uh, so I want to stress upon the fact that Zappist University itself is a chartered university, which means it's a degree granting university. But the more interesting part about Zappist University is since 2002, it's been running a parallel system of University of London degree. So while our students are coming to Zappist University, they will be awarded a degree from University of London. This is the best of both worlds because when they come to a university like Zabist, they earn a very holistic experience of what it's like to be in a university. We have several campuses. You actually enjoy a proper university life while all the while enjoying an international degree. So you get best of both the worlds.
How do you spark the excitement in our students, in the young generation for law? As it's everywhere, but how can you engage them towards law?
So I've always been of the opinion that we need to have a very interactive class. We should be running with the times. We cannot always stick to our conventional methods of teaching, which means if we have to engage with students through discussions or through seminars or problem solving, we can encourage them to bring laptops and different gadgets so they are up to date. While we're teaching them, they can learn in real time and they can follow that lecture on their laptops while we're doing that.
Okay. Can you share your experience which resonate with the young generation?
Yeah, so the one thing that I realized right after graduating and completing my master's from Warwick University, I was very proud, extremely confident that अब मेरे पास 2 degrees आ गई हैं और क्योंकि अब मेरे पास 2 degrees आ गई हैं. Now I'm talking about way back, okay, this is over a decade ago, almost touching 2 decades by now. So when I came back, I was very adamant that बस मुझे ना job मिल जाएगी, and I always wanted to work in a corporate law firm. I never wanted to litigate, as a result of which I never took part in the mooting society. I never entered any of the moots because I always thought बस litigation तो मैंने करनी ही नहीं है, तो क्योंकि मैंने corporate law firms में जाना होगा तो it's all right. I don't need to participate in any of these things. So I returned and मुझे I started applying and initially I thought, you know, because मेरे पास 2 degrees हैं, merit के ऊपर होगा definitely. So I applied in the best law firm of the time and I got rejected immediately. And then I applied to the second best law firm and the third best law firm. And well, it's similar answers that I got. That was, you know, because I told you, Qaid-e-Azam said failure is a word unknown to me. So I thought, yes, you know, I just have to power through because, you know, this is life and this is how it's supposed to be. So by the time my third reaction came about, my father told me, beta, मुझे कुछ calls करने दो. Bureaucratic background, मेरी पहली internship बाबर अवान सर के पास थी, दूसरी internship OGDCL की थी. But then now it was real life and I wanted to see कि, you know, ये जो 2 degrees मेरे पास है, where will they make me end up without any contacts? And well, lo and behold, after the 7th rejection, I ended up in a litigating law firm because it's the litigating law firms that because it's physical, you know, practical practice, they prefer anybody, you know, who would be willing to go to the courts. अब मेरा problem ये था कि जब मैंने internship की थी, तो मैं तो Supreme Court तक गई थी. So see, there's a major difference. जिस तरह की environment आपको Supreme Court में नजर आती है versus the environment that you see in city courts. There's a sparking difference, glaring difference. And I was unaware of that. Completely unaware of that. हमारी जो यूनिवर्सिटी का भी टाइम था, उन लोगों ने भी हमें सिर्फ सुप्रीम कोर्ट ही दिखाया था. So I never saw city courts. And second day in my job, मुझे कोर्ट जाना था एंड एक छोटी सी चीज़ एडजर्नमेंट लेनी थी. दैट्स अ वेरी स्मॉल थिंग, राइट? हर कोई ले सकता है, नॉट अ बिग डील. एंड सो मैं अपने यूनिफॉर्म में गई कोर्ट रूम के अंदर. द लॉ क्लर्क स्टेड विद मी बिकॉज उसको पता था कि ये नई है एंड इनका कोई बैकग्राउंड पीछे से लॉ रिलेटेड नहीं आया हुआ. सो आई एंटर द कोर्ट एंड मुझे बस मैं बार बार यू कीप रिहर्सिंग थ्रू आउट जब तक आपकी टर्न नहीं आ रही है. यू कीप रिहर्सिंग. मैं सिटी कोर्ट के अंदर खड़ी हुई हूँ एंड बैठने की जगह नहीं होती बिकॉज इट्स वेरी पैक्ड. तो वहाँ पे मैं वेट कर रही हूँ, अभी मेरी टर्न आएगी, जज साहब के आगे बात करनी है, बस अभी मेरी टर्न आने वाली है. एंड फाइनली जब मेरी टर्न आती है, सो द जज लुक्स एट मी एंड ही इज लाइक मुद्दई मुद्दे अले. एंड आई एम जस्ट लाइक हैं क्या? I wasn't even sure if he said that to me. I was completely dumbfounded because generally speaking वहाँ पे उर्दू ज़्यादा यूज़ हो रही होती है. And so I think the law clerk realized कि इस मैडम को तो समझ ही नहीं आई है. तो behind me he's like, sir मुद्दे ले. And I still have no idea what's happening. And then he just says कि हमारे सर अभी सुप्रीम कोर्ट में है तो आप थोड़ा सा adjournment देते हैं. And the judge just looks at me. I'm positively baffled at that time. And then I still have no idea. So हमें adjournment तो मिल गई थी उसके बाद. But later that day, I asked, I was like, ये मुद्दई मुद्दे अले होता क्या है? So for the people who don't know what this term is, it's plaintiff and defendant. So this is a term, plaintiff and defendant. आपको throughout हम बोल रहे होते हैं अपनी classes के अंदर. Throughout we keep reiterating what is a plaintiff, what is a defendant. But so you need to know the Urdu terminologies. And it was at that point that I realized कि अच्छा मैंने तो काफ़ी time waste कर दिया था because I did not participate in anything. And so those 4 years of my life were they were definitely a different experience of litigation because that was a path that I hadn't decided to take on. But I welcomed that experience. I learned a lot during that time. But then I finally ended up at PTCL and back to in-house counsel, and then I moved over here. यहाँ पे तो मैं throughout पढ़ाई रही होती हूँ. But उसके बाद से, because teaching has always been a passion of mine. So I did my LLM because I wanted to remain in academia. And so everywhere I went, the little contribution that I could have given, it was always to encourage students to try out different things. Keeping my own past in mind, I realized कि हर एक ने अपने अपने plans बनाए हुए होते हैं, but it might not always turn out to be that way. And because it may not, so don't be too disheartened, just welcome the change. Because once you accept it, once you embrace it, it only goes in the right direction then.
That's very insightful. Thank you for sharing your experience, and it was really interesting as well. Okay, now as we live in a AI driven world, so do you see AI as helpers to the future lawyers or the young generation, or potential disruptors?
As I just said, you must embrace the change. So any lawyer who's planning to stick to conventional methods, they will certainly see AI tools, AI softwares as a disruptor, as a threat. But in the world right now, we need to move into a direction where we bring AI in our daily lives. It's already a part of it. So there's no denying it. The sooner we accept it, the sooner we adapt to it, is best. So see, I would certainly see it as a helper. The reason for that is, देखो पाकिस्तान के अंदर ना 2.3 million cases का backlog है. 2.3 million cases. Okay, अभी recently Honorable Justice Salahuddin Pawar of the Supreme Court, ये recently आए हुए थे Sindh for an oath-taking ceremony. And वहाँ पे he started off saying, justice delayed is justice denied. And it's very true. And उन्होंने ना 2 examples quote की. One of them was of a woman who had to wait for her inheritance rights for 71 years. 71 years के बाद उनको उनका decision मिला है. 71 years. दूसरा केस उन्होंने जो कोट किया था वो था 24 years के बाद एक accident, this one person, उसका कोई accident का केस था. 24 years के बाद उसके ऊपर decision आया. That's a very long time for these type of matters. So you need to keep in mind अगर AI softwares आप इस्तेमाल करना शुरू करते हो जो आपकी daily routine के tasks हैं, they would certainly help you in reducing that backlog. They would certainly help you. So in advanced societies, जिधर जो legally sound societies हैं such as Singapore, China, United Kingdom, United States, इन्होंने already AI tools को judiciary के अंदर use करना शुरू किया हुआ है. So in China, there was a case back from 2019. उसका Chinese तो मुझे नाम नहीं आता है उस software का, but it's translated into Little Wisdom. So एक simple से example था, Little Wisdom ने insurance fraud के case, insurance default का case था of 10 separate 10 separate parties का. Instead of going through a tedious trial of 10 separate parties, उस सॉफ्टवेयर के अंदर इंफॉर्मेशन डाली थी एंड within 30 minutes उस केस का डिसीजन आ गया था. सो वो सॉफ्टवेयर वाज बीइंग यूज्ड फॉर दैट पर्पस, जिधर इंस्टेड ऑफ गोइंग थ्रू 10 सेपरेट ट्रायल्स एक टाइम कंज्यूमिंग होता, दे वर सेम मैटर्स, उन्होंने स्ट्रेट अवे उसका इंफॉर्मेशन डाला, उसका जवाब आ गया. Another software that's being used over there, और ये अब मुझे नहीं पता और भी नए सॉफ्टवेयर्स आ गए होंगे, बट आई एम कोटिंग a few years back वाला, बट वहाँ पे एक prosecutors and judiciary uses an intelligent sentencing prediction system, IP ISPSS. वो होता है जो misdemeanor cases हैं उसका ना predictive sentencing, predictive analysis, which way is it going to go into, वो वाले केसेस वहाँ पे यूज़ हो रहे होते हैं. ऑस्ट्रेलिया हैज़ मैंडेटेड, ऑस्ट्रेलिया का सुप्रीम कोर्ट हैज़ मैंडेटेड टेक्नोलॉजी असिस्टेंट रिव्यू. अब TAR, इसका बेसिक मकसद ये है कि जो भी आपका रूटीन वर्क है उसको असिस्टेंस देना शुरू कर दो, या कुछ मैनुअल्स होते हैं जो बहुत ज़्यादा पढ़ने के लिए होगा, thousands of pages के मैनुअल्स आ गए, तो उसके लिए आप इस तरह के टूल्स यूज़ कर सकते हो. सो द चेंज इज़ बीइंग वेलकम्ड. I would not call it disruptor, हाँ, but जो entry level type informations हैं या वहाँ पे आपको एक tedious काम करने की आदत है, वो वाला task ख़त्म होना शुरू हो जाएगा. Other than that, AI tools हम लोग अपने लिए भी पाकिस्तान के अंदर भी अब यूज़ होना शुरू हो गए हैं रेगुलर बेसिस के ऊपर. I was going through this recently, Pakistan Law Bot. Pakistan Law Bot is pretty good. I like it. It's very good because it's helping people understand. And देखो, keep in mind, अगर हम virtual assistants इस तरह के यूज़ करना शुरू करेंगे, especially in our rural areas, जहाँ पे हर एक को यूज़ करना आता है फ़ोन, they'll get legal assistance. बहुत ज़्यादा लोगों को अपने rights की awareness नहीं है, but अगर virtual assistants आपको basic कानून ही सिखाना शुरू करते, वैसे भी आप videos देखोगे, right? वैसे भी आप लोग चीज़ें गूगल के ऊपर देख रहे होते हो, anything. अगर वर्चुअल असिस्टेंस को आप सुनना शुरू कर लो विद डिफरेंट लॉज जो आपके लिए आपके हकूक़ को, आपके फंडामेंटल राइट्स को आपको एजुकेट करता है, एंड उस साथ में उसके प्रेसिडेंट्स, तो इमेजिन करो एवरीबडी इज गोइंग टू ओनली बेनिफिट फ्रॉम सच थिंग्स.
But ma'am, don't you think AI might be compromising the essential skills a lawyer should have, like research, deep reading, and critical thinking?
So here's the thing. You need to keep in mind that you're the boss and they're just there to assist you. It's very important for you to remember that you are in control of the AI software, not the other way around. You should not depend on it 100%. You need to rely on your own human element, because that element is a unique element that AI does not have. See, AI has its own limitations as well. And so, abhi recently we kept going through we kept asking students, did you write these essays yourself, or did you use ChatGPT or some other?
Because students rely on ChatGPT so much कि teachers have to ask them कि are you using ChatGPT?
No, but that's not the reason why we're able to detect that is because the language used is being very generic, right? because that language is that is so generic, you can easily tell apart कि अच्छा ठीक है, this student cannot have written this because 5 students जो पहले आए थे वो भी इस तरह की ही language use कर रहे हैं, right? So as I said, that human element, that is your uniqueness.
But ma'am, you can ask AI to put the human
हाँ,
element,
अब
they
that's
would.
but that's the thing. See, given that हम लोगों के exams, आप लोगों के exams final, right? You cannot rely on AI while you're giving your exams. So definitely use that as an assistance, but do not rely on it. Having said that, अब देखो बहुत जगहों पे सुनने को मिल रहा होता है, ever since the smartphones have come about, a lot of people have relied on it so much that आपकी memory is no longer challenged. एक ज़माना था where we had to memorize all the cell phone numbers, all the landline numbers. आज के दिन पे totally खत्म हुआ है. So you wouldn't even know your own relatives के phone numbers because you're like speed. There you go. So it's on speed dial. But see, so that is somewhere you need to draw a line for yourself. देखो, because एक ज़माना तब छोटे जब आप बच्चे होते हो आपको mental math multiplications करवाई जा रही होती हैं. So you constantly remember 5 times 5 क्या होगा, 5 times 10 क्या होगा. So you can easily recall it. Similarly, for you to rely on case law, you need to memorize it yourself. You need to keep challenging your own memory. That is something that cannot be relied on AI. So AI कहाँ पे disruptor हो सकता है? They can be a disruptor where they could have inaccurate information. They could give you biased information.
And the AI gives you fake case laws as well.
So there you go. So that is somewhere you need to keep a check on that AI. So at the end of the day, you still have to be the one in charge to ensure जो भी आप information दे रहे हो. See, so that's the thing. अब बच्चे थोड़े से ना इतना reliant होते जा रहे हैं that they're not even willing to cross-check what they've written. This is not right. You need to cross-check what you've written because it is your material. Your name is going on it. So you need to take more responsibility when you submit it.
Yes, fair enough. Okay, as we are talking about law market is expanding. Okay, so what does Zebis offer to a law student which will stand out in the legal market beyond legal knowledge?
Okay, so we have a number of centers that operate. Those would be our co-curricular activities. Co-curricular activities are related to your bachelor's. So we have a legal aid center where our barrister takes our students for pro bono cases and they get real exposure. Given that I avoided that, I would definitely encourage as many students to go as possible because you need to see what's happening. Litigation is fun. Other than that, no. But even law making kahan pe hoti hai. So it's one thing कि आप सुनते हो parliament, but you never get a chance to go there. So you never get to see how laws are created. You just read up on that. So I want physical trips going over there. Central prison, I feel it's very important कि आप criminal system के बारे में पढ़ रहे हो. So you need to see criminal system, आपका central jail क्या चीज़ है, and you know, talk to the right people over there. Other than that, we have a Rule of Law Center. Rule of Law Center is certainly for students who are very interested in research writing. So if they want to publish their article, Rule of Law is the place to be. वहाँ पे आप अपना participate करो and contribute your articles over there. Other than that, we have our mooting society. So it's one thing to go for legal aid, जो एक practical experience दे रहा है. Mooting society के अंदर आपको hypothetical cases मिलते हैं and you try your best to perform and वो make believe court systems हैं. So you definitely participate and you learn the language, you learn how to stay, the posture, the etiquettes of court, everything is described over there. Lastly, we are going to launch a new center. It's called a Center for Mediation, Arbitration and Conflict Resolution. This is one of a kind centers. We are going to be, well, we're going to start, inshallah, we're going to start off with international accredited training over there and hopefully, inshallah, I'm going to stay hopeful, but if we get recognized by the Sindh High Court, we can start off with, you know, dealing with mediation cases as well.
I'm really looking forward to it. Okay, so why do you think people are losing faith in law, in justice?
Are we referring to the 26th Amendment? Or What exactly are you referring
Overall, I'm talking about people do not rely on law that much.
You would have to be more specific. Are we trying to talk about the public in general?
Public general, yeah.
So it's unfortunate that people feel they have lost faith in the practice of law. Sometimes it seems that the law is for the powerful and the weaker parties cannot apply it.
Exactly. Lawyers have such bad reputation in front of public. Like if I tell my relatives I am doing law, so they give me very negative remarks. So why do you think it's like that?
I remember when I started law, a lot of people used to tell my mom the same thing. ये आपकी बच्ची लॉ कर रही है तो लॉ तो लॉयर्स तो बदनाम होते हैं.
Exactly.
Her defense was always like, no, she's doing British law. It's still law. But it's quite unfortunate that Pakistan के अंदर lawyers community is being associated with something that's not out of respect. I mean, given that हमें पाकिस्तान भी एक बैरिस्टर नहीं दिया है, हमें पाकिस्तान एक वकील ने बनाया है, हमारी कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन भी वकीलों से आई हुई है. सो लॉ इन इटसेल्फ इज वन ऑफ द मोस्ट प्रेस्टिजियस professions in the world.
And lawyers are the protectors of the constitution, of the law. Yes. And they're not respected. That's just sad.
It is, and but see, just because देखो आप किसी भी प्रोफेशन में जाओगे, okay, always keep in mind, आप किसी भी प्रोफेशन में जाओगे, you will not get 100% of, you know, of course, this is an absolute choice that I've made. There will always be some examples that you would want to quote and say, oh, ये देखो ये तो ठीक नहीं है, ये प्रोफेशन को represent नहीं कर रहा. But is that the real accurate presentation? You have to keep in mind, बहुत दफ़ा ऐसा होता था, even during the time I was practicing, there were a lot of strikes being called in, and हमें कभी लगता था ये unnecessary strike है, ये नहीं होनी चाहिए थी. तो we would write letters against those lawyers. Okay, you know, ये आप ठीक नहीं कर रहे हो, and you have to uphold the law, and this is not the right manner. So there's always going to be some check and balance, and I feel like उस तरह से it really depends on which direction you wish to take. ठीक? Do you want to be in the direction where you follow the footsteps of, you know, Baba Qaum, Barrister Muhammad Ali Jinnah, or you follow the footsteps of, you know, maybe somebody who brings a bad name to our practice?
Thank you. In an age of rapid change, why law is still a versatile career?
So I'm going to stress again, law will never go out of fashion. Law will always remain versatile. Yes, you need law. You cannot operate without law. See, it's not one of those fields, AI, once you embrace AI is going to be used as a useful tool for you. Once you have legal knowledge, you have tech literacy, you have tech fluency, you know empathy, कल के लिए you're going to be a leader who brings changes in the world, as opposed to, you know, law इधर ख़त्म कर देना चाहिए. No, because law can never stop existing. As long as there is law, there is going to be a civic society, there's going to be law and order, there's going to be checks and balances. अगर आप कहते हो ओ law को ख़त्म कर देते हैं, that would be a problem. That would be devastating. That would lead to a...
Imagine a lawless country.
Exactly. So yeah, law will always remain versatile. It can never go out of fashion.
It can never go out of style.
Not at all.
Okay. How does Zebis Alumni Network or Industry Links can help the fresh graduates?
So it gives me great pleasure to announce that lately we've been entering into MOUs and LOUs with our alumni. Because mashallah say they have now joined some MNCs, they have started their own law firms, and so we are reaching out to our alumni before anybody else, who they will be giving internship placements to our law students. So this way our alumni is going to be connected with our current law students, and they're going to be coming over here. They're going to be a part of the podcast as well. So you'll have plenty of opportunities to meet with them, network with them, and hopefully, inshallah, what I went through, nobody should go through, because that was a learning experience, certainly. But acha hoga if we can help you nudge in that, you know, nudge you in the right direction and help you in any way possible.
We are really looking forward to it. Okay, so do you think that law is a safe field for a girl to pursue as a career?
So predominantly it is male centric. Having said that, देखो अगेन पाकिस्तान के अंदर कोई ऐसा प्रोफेशन आपको मिलेगा नहीं जो आप कह सको कि यू नो इट्स वुमेन सेंट्रिक, मे बी इन एकेडेमिया, बट I feel that the practice that I did, you know, the experience that I gained, people were very helpful, very supportive. So some females have had some terrible experiences, tough times. I'm not one of them. Given that मैं कभी city courts गई नहीं थी, yes, हाँ. So but yeah, देखो, I do always encourage my students every time I tell them कि you know हम कोई courts का trip करने लगे. I'm very conscious of letting them know wear black and white clothes. Do not go in colored clothes, because I do feel that it's not a safe environment for somebody who's going to be going in colored clothes, because I feel like people are judging you too much unnecessarily. But I feel अगर आप काला कोट पहन के जाते हो, because see in that little career that I had for litigation, I also realized black coat की इज्जत कितनी ज़्यादा है.
Exactly.
बहुत ज़्यादा इज्जत.
It is very different.
हाँ, so you know, so I feel that's also very important and it's part of the journey. But I would never want to go to city courts. Even now when I go, कभी हमें किसी भी event के लिए जाना पड़ता है, I make it a point to wear my uniform. Not, I wouldn't go like this. No.
So it says it's not safe for a girl to pursue this as a career, litigation especially. What you are saying?
No, I'm not saying that, because देखो, it really depends on personal experiences. I had a very good experience throughout. As I said, हर जगह पे हर जैसे लोग हैं. So I cannot speak on your behalf. Generally speaking, females do go. मेरे टाइम पे तो बहुत कम थी. I feel like आप लोगों के टाइम पे तो a number of females go to courts. अब तो काफ़ी ज़्यादा, बहुत ज़्यादा हो गया. तो I feel like आप लोगों ने वो वाला टाइम नहीं देखना होगा जो a lot of females from my time had to see. So don't worry, definitely pursue करो.
Of course I will. Thank you so much, ma'am, for joining us today and sharing valuable insights with us. It was a great pleasure to have you here today, and thank you. Thank you. For more information, visit zebis.edu.pk, and admissions are still open. Allah Hafiz and a happy Independence Day to all of you.